Let this circle represent $1 million. Now scale that to a billion. The difference between those two numbers is not effort. It is not intelligence. It is not even time alone. It is structure. Because money does not grow based on how hard you work. It grows based on how it is structured. And if your structure is wrong, you can do everything right and still fall behind. Not slowly, exponentially. That is not motivation. That is arithmetic. And today, we are going to walk through the arithmetic. Most people are taught one model: earn, save, invest. Simple, clean, logical. But this model breaks under one condition: when income is tied to time. Because time has a hard limit, and anything with a limit cannot scale. So the real question is not, how do you earn more? The real question is, how does money scale beyond your time? That is the only question that leads to a different outcome. Let's run the math. $20 an hour, 40 hours a week, 52 weeks a year. That is $41,600 per year before anything is removed. Take out taxes, roughly 25%, take out housing, food, transport, and basic expenses. What remains for compounding? Roughly $5,000 to $8,000 per year. Now scale the hourly rate up. $50 an hour, $104,000 per year gross. Taxes take more, expenses stay similar. Maybe $20,000 to $25,000 per year available for investment. Put that into the S&P 500 at 10% annually. After 30 years, roughly $3.3 million. Meaningful, real, worth doing. But here's what the math also shows. Every dollar required an hour of your time. You cannot get another hour. You cannot manufacture more of them. You can earn faster, but only up to a point. This is the core constraint. Income based on time creates linear progress, and linear income feels safe because it is predictable. But mathematically, it is the slowest path to wealth that exists. Wealth is not linear. Money scales through two variables: value and scale. Wealth equals value multiplied by scale. A consultant charges $300 an hour, works 40 hours a week, maximum income capped by time. A software product charges $30 a month, serves 1 million users, $360 million per year. The founder is not working 1 million hours. Same starting point, completely different scalability. If either variable is missing, wealth collapses. Value without scale, you stay busy. Scale without value, nothing sustains. Wealth only appears when both exist. This is why businesses outperform jobs, why assets outperform income, why systems outperform effort. Because systems expand without increasing your time. Money behaves like a signal. It moves toward efficiency. It concentrates around solutions. It expands where friction is removed. That is why entire industries form around inefficiencies. A solution that saves one person 1 hour, small return. A solution that saves 1 billion people 1 minute, enormous return. This is not philosophy. This is how markets price value. The market does not pay for effort. It pays for solutions. And the more people a solution reaches, the more the market pays. Most people operate in low-scale environments: jobs, hourly work, local services. These structures have built-in ceilings, not because people lack intelligence, but because the structure cannot scale. Two identical skills, two different systems. One teacher teaches daily, income capped. Another records once, sells to thousands. Same skill, different system. That is scale, and scale creates disproportionate outcomes. Scale happens through leverage, code, capital, media, people. Without leverage, income resets every day. With leverage, output continues without you. Most people use leverage in reverse: debt for consumption, negative leverage; time for money, capped leverage. The tool is the same. The direction changes everything. At a certain point, money stops being about income and becomes about ownership, because once you own, you are no longer trading input for output. You are participating in a system that produces continuously. An index fund of $1 million at 10% generates $100,000 per year with 0 hours worked. Compounding continues regardless of events. Ownership produces 3 things: cash flow, equity growth, and compounding returns. That's where wealth forms. Not in earnings, in assets. Not in effort, in ownership. Here's the shift that changes everything. Most people optimize for effort. Some optimize for income. Almost no one optimizes for structure. And structure is the only thing that scales. Because effort has a ceiling. Income has a ceiling. But a well-built system does not. So the real question is not, how do I earn more? The real question is, what am I building that works without me? Because that's the dividing line between working for money and money working as a system. Once you cross that line, the game becomes different. And more importantly, it becomes predictable. Because systems follow rules, and anything that can be understood can be built.